Good afternoon, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Today I will be reviewing Valentino Born in Roma Intense Eau de Parfum. Here is the bottle. It's a very beautiful bottle. The side profile. Here's the bottom, your batch code. Here's the top. It's a nozzle, an atomizer. Very nice. Here's the inside. A little V right there. Oops, let me see if we can get a better view. Okay. The cap is not magnetic, but you can pick it up from the cap. So it's a very strong cap. As you can see, I'm putting some force to try to open it, so the cap is strong. Here's how the juice looks like. It is actually pink. It's a little decant. It's pretty. And here is the box that it will come with. I purchased this one at Macy's a couple months ago. So I bought this bad boy at Macy's, I think in June, around June. Okay. So it's a beautiful, beautiful bottle. This came out in 2023. And if you would like to purchase it at a retailer such as Macy's, you'd be paying $160 for a 3.4 ounce. So $160 for this is what I paid. I think it was $170 with tax. I originally bought YSL MyselF EDP, but I returned it because I just didn't like how it smelled, and I got this one instead. This one smells a lot better, at least in my opinion, and the bottle's a lot cooler. But if you wanna, save some money and not buy it at retail, you can get it at a discounter, such as Joma Shop, for $109.95. You save at least $50 if you buy it at a discounter. Maybe that's a way to go. I have my little notes here, so I'm not gonna try to sell you on this. I'm just trying to give you my opinion on it, how it smells, the occasion and stuff. I'm not gonna make this into an ad. So let's talk about the seasons. When would I wear Born in Roma Intense? I'm from SoCal, so I'd wear Born in Roma Intense. Let's see, I'd probably wear it during the spring, the winter, and the fall. So fall, winter, and spring. I don't think I can wear this during the summer. I think it'll be a little too cloying for the summer because it's a little on the cold weather side. It's a little too sweet, at least in my opinion. But you can wear whatever you want, whenever you want. Just be careful with the sprays, as I always say, because you don't want to choke somebody out. So yeah, I'd probably wear this. Let's see. If the weather is 80 and below, or 83 and below, I think is a sweet spot. So 83 and below, this will shine. I think if it gets to like the 85 and like 100 degrees, it's not going to be good. If you live in like a hot weather country that's mainly hot, and you got like the humid heat, or maybe even a dry heat, I don't think this is going to be something that you're going to like. Just because our noses, are a lot different depending on where we live. In SoCal, this is a great scent because the weather's like 80 to 85 degrees most of the year, right? But if I was like Saudi Arabian, I was living in Saudi Arabia, I was like, should I get Born in Roma Intense? Should I blind buy it? I probably wouldn't, because I think it'd be a little too hot. Or if I was Colombian, I'd be like, you know what? I don't think this will shine. I think Colombia's a little too hot. But if I was like in Spain, maybe in like Spain, Turkey, Croatia, where it gets a little hot, but it's not like, you know, super hot, and you live in the coastal areas. This will be great, you know. And if you're in the U.S. and you're living in the East Coast when it's like, or the Midwest where it's mostly cold, this is a great choice for you. You know, it's a great cologne. But yeah, I think the weather. I think if you live in a hot climate, I don't recommend this at all. It's gonna be a little too cloying, and it's not gonna shine as much as other colognes. So just be careful with the weather, you know, and where you live, because you don't want to be spending $100 and something and you're not gonna wear it. But it's your money. You do what you want. You know, I just wouldn't buy this if I was living in somewhere like Texas where it gets hot or super hot, or like Arizona. I wouldn't buy it. Okay, so let's go into the occasion. The occasion where you could wear this, you could wear this to school. It's not a super strong cologne. It's not a really strong projecting, and it's not, you know, uber cloying. So you can, this is office friendly. So if you work in an office that's kind of cold, you know, this will shine. If you're a teacher and your classroom is cold, or you're a paraeducator and your classroom is cold, you know, this is a great choice. If you're a student and your classroom is cold, this will shine too. If you're working outside and it's cold, this will get you right. If you're going on a date, like at a bar or something, and it's kind of cold, chilly, this will be good for you. Going to the club and it's cold, this will shine. If you're getting married, this is a good choice. It's a great cologne. It's a beautiful scent. It's a very beautiful scent. Okay, so now let's go talk about the atomizer. Now that we got the weather and the occasion out of the way, let's talk about the atomizer. Let's get a sneak peek. As you can see, I can pick it up from the cap, so you don't have to worry about just, you know, dropping it. It's not magnetic, but you can definitely pick it up. So I have the Drydown right here on my arm, my wrist, and you can see right here I have a Drydown right here too on my Minecraft shirt. So now, and again, the juice is actually pink. This is Born in Roma Intense. Atomizer check. Oops. It's a big ball. Alright. Great atomizer, as you can see. You press it, not that much force, and you get a good area effect with the atomizer. Now let's talk about the scent. So I don't have the notes yet. Well, I do have Fragrantica open, but I haven't seen the notes, so I don't know what's in it. The only thing I do know is that it has vanilla. That's the only note that I know it has. So I'm gonna let it air out. I'm trying to be as honest and unbiased as I possibly can. For the people that want to purchase this and get an honest review, I am not gonna sell you anything. I personally like it, so, but I will try to be as honest as I can. Let it air out a little bit more. So I'll dry down right here on my shirt. Again, dry down on my shirt, dry down on my wrist, my left wrist, opening on my right wrist. So right away you get like a blast of like fruitiness and a little bit of vanilla. A little bit of vanilla. And again, the only reason I know is it has vanilla is because I've seen a lot of YouTubers talking about vanilla. It's a heavy vanilla-based fragrance. And when I purchased it, the associate that was selling colognes at Macy's, or no, I got this at Nordstrom. I didn't get this Macy's. I got this at Nordstrom. Sorry about that. I got it at Nordstrom. He said this is a vanilla heavy fragrance. So I'm trying to be as honest as I possibly can. So right away, this is a very calm cologne. That's all I'm gonna say. It's very calm. It's like not super loud. It's not super sweet. It is sweet, but it's not like uber sweet. It's not harsh or any of that. It's just like a very Tranquil cologne. And right off the bat, I do get a little bit of the vanilla and fruitiness. That's the only thing I picked up, because I try to, when I sprayed the opening on my wrist and on my clothes, I did write a little bit of what I was like smelling, so I can get so I can see if like my nose is gonna change. But I do have some notes listed, or what I originally smelled, that I will disclose right now. But right off the bat, I get like I always mix up vanilla and amber. I feel like vanilla and amber are interchangeable. I know a lot of colognes have vanilla and amber, and I always feel like they're kind of the same. It is a warm scent, but it is a little fruity. So when people say it's like a sweet scent, I'm gonna go a little bit off topic right now. When they'll say it's like a warm weather sweet scent, it's not gonna be like a chocolatey sweet scent like this. This is like a more harsher, more type of chocolate scent. But it is sweet, but it doesn't come close to this. So this is Versatility Hawass Elixir. It's supposed to be a clone of Le Male Elixir, or JPG, the gold bottle. And it's not gonna be as like sweet as this. This is like more fresh sweet. It's still fresh and sweet, but it doesn't come close to this. Yeah, this one doesn't come. This sweetness kind of reminds me of a little bit of this, but it's a stretch. And the only reason it reminds me of the Scandal is because they both smell like smelly markers. Like this thing smells like a smelly marker, like the purple smelly marker. It's like, but okay. So the best way to describe it is a little bit of vanilla mixed with like a purple smelly marker, or like the light purple one. I forgot, because they have a grape one, and they have like a light purple one, and they also have like a raspberry one. It smells like one of those. It smells like one of those smelly markers, and it does smell good. And also it also reminds me of like, there's this like little gelatin, and like if you go to like a Mexican market, they'll sell you like a little what are they called, man? They're like little gelatins, but they come in a stick form, and they smell great. They come in like pink and green and like purple and like a rompope flavor. I don't know what it's called, rompope eggnog, I think. It smells like one of those. So if you're like Hispanic, or you're like Latino or whatever, and if you go to your local market, you'll probably smell one of those like little gelatinas that come in like a straw. It smells like kind of one of those. That's like it smells like a smelly marker, or like a gelatina, or like a gelatin, and like vanilla. That's all I can really describe it as. Because I don't have the notes listed. All I know is it has vanilla, and describing this thing is pretty damn hard. But it does smell good. It's good. Like all I'm getting is vanilla and fruitiness. Like more vanilla and a touch of fruitiness, a touch of fruit. Like I don't know what fruit it is, but it does smell like a smelly marker and a gelatin. I don't want to say it's like purple, like a grape. Does it might have grape? I don't think colognes have grape. But like to place it on like a fruit, it's not citrus. I can take that out. Doesn't smell like apricot. Doesn't smell like mango. Doesn't smell like watermelon. None of that bergamot either. No coconut. And doesn't smell like a wine. So it's vanilla with like a slight fruity flavor, and I can't point it out, but it is vanilla. There's like like, you think about the color purple, you think about grape, but this reminds me of purple, like like what I think what purple will smell like. Like it's so weird, but which is why I'm getting like the smelly marker vibe, and like the the gelatin one, the Mexican gelatin. But I will disclose. I will use Fragrantica later on to try to describe it more in depth because it's starting to kill me of what this thing smells like. Now to smell the Drydown or the Drydown right here. Let's smell the opening on clothes. Atomizer. Let it air out a little bit. And obviously, like the opening is not gonna last, like it'll probably last like an hour, maybe two. I don't even think it'll last an hour. But what we really care about is the dry down, because most of the colognes are dry down. So I have the opening right here on my Minecraft shirt. And right away, it smells a lot better. Cologne smells a lot better on my clothes. Yep. Like I can barely smell it on my my wrist. Like right away on my clothes, like it smells a lot more creamy. It smells like the fruitiness from what I was picking out on the wrist, it's a lot more apparent on the shirt. Less vanilla, more fruity, and on my wrist, it's more vanilla, less fruity. But on my shirt, it's more fruity. It's more of that smelly marker type of scent. But it smells really good. It's nice. It's definitely, I think I would describe it as a classy scent. Like it's a lot classier than like a Versace Eros, even though this is supposed to be like, a lot of people describe it like as a clubbing type of cologne. But I would say this is a little bit more classy. More like that 25-year-old going to like 30 years old, you know what I mean? From going from like a teenager to like adulthood is what it is. Yeah, like right away, it's a lot more fruity. I almost get a little touch of greenness on the clothes because like it just smells a lot better on clothes. So definitely on clothes, it's like maybe like a French vanilla, a tad bit like more French vanilla. More that smelly marker, that purple smelly marker, raspberry type of scent, and a dash, like a little dash of some green herbal note, like just a little dash of it. But what I'm mainly getting is like that freaking smelly marker, and smelly markers smell pretty good. Well, at least the fruity ones do. But yeah, I'm getting like that smelly marker, like that Mexican gelatina, that Mexican gelatin type of note or type of scent, and it smells rather good. It's a really great scent. This is one of my like favorite scents. I don't know, I lost the cap. Oh, the cap's already on it. It's a great scent though, and I will put the timestamps too, so you can skip most of the video. Now I do have the Drydown right here. My nail's starting to go nose blind, and I have the Drydown right here. And then on the Drydown, it's starting to smell a little bit different. Like that fruitiness on the fruitiness from the opening, gone. And for some weird reason, it's like stronger on the Drydown than on the opening. Now that's a little weird. Yeah, so that fruity gelatin, Mexican gelatin, smelly marker scent is gone. It's a lot more subtle now. And all I'm getting is like a sweet vanilla, like vanilla and some incense. There you go. Like, you know when you go to church, you got like that incense myrrh type of scent? Like I'm getting a little bit of it on my wrist. And I don't know if incense is a no in here, because I know incense isn't really like a popular note, because a lot of people don't want to smell like church. You know, when they put like that lavender or like that myrrh incense, and you smell it. But yeah, it kind of reminds me like a like a church or something, like a vanilla incense type of scent, which is weird. It's not bad. It doesn't smell like a damn church, even though I did say it smells like a church. It just reminds me of a church. It reminds me of like a vanilla churchy scent, which is not bad. You know, don't let it discourage you. This is just my opinion, but of buying it or checking it out, because it's a great scent. It could be a little bit overhyped, I think, but it is a great scent. And I'm very biased towards Versace Arrows, because this was my first designer, and it's probably my favorite cologne, and Sauvage Eau de Parfum. Even Scandal's going up there, but this is a great, this is a great scent. But yeah, it smells like vanilla and incense. Don't know what type of incense, but it smells like an incense. Now let's smell the cloves. Oh, and the clothes it's different. Like the Drydown. I'm starting to get like some citrus, like some orange or something. The vanilla is still there. The sweetness is still there. The gelatin, the fruity gelatin, the Mexican gelatin, and the smelly marker scent has transformed. I think it might have some mandarin, like some sweet mandarin. I don't think it's like any of the. It doesn't have like strong citrus, but I feel like it might have like a sweet mandarin scent. I mean, I don't think it does have mandarin, but like that fruity note, it's like a weird note to describe. Excuse me. It's definitely more vanilla, more. Man, it's hard to describe. I do smell the vanilla. It's like vanilla mixed with something, like you know, I'm still getting that smelly marker scent. All right, I'm gonna see what it is, because it's trying to kill me. But yeah, I'm still getting that vanilla and like that fruity marker smell. If I were to describe it, someone would be like, "Hey, yo, Juan, what does it smell like to you?" I'd be like, "Oh, it smells like a smelly marker, like a Mexican jalapeno." That's what I would describe it as. To be honest, it's not a bad scent, but that's what I related to, or I'm able to relate it to. So let's check. Okay, I'm opening Fragrantica now. My nose is stuffy. So now I'll be able to see what it is. So, so according to Fragrantica, it's mainly lavender, vanilla, and aromatic, at least for the chords, right? Oh, my nose. Oh, we're only getting a couple notes for the perfume pyramid. Interesting. There's only 3 notes. Interesting. Okay, that's fair. So this is only a 3-note cologne. Interesting. So on Fragrantica, it's listed as a vanilla, lavender, and vetiver scent. Okay, so the lavender might be. Okay, so I definitely smell vanilla, because I mean, people say it has vanilla, and it does kind of smell like that French vanilla ice cream. But it also has lavender and vetiver. And honestly, hold up. I have incense right here. This is lavender incense. Incense sticks. Let me compare it. Obviously, lavender smells a lot different, like depending on what the product's in. This is like a harsh lavender, but when you burn it, it smells good. So it has vanilla, lavender, and vetiver. That is interesting. So I definitely get that vanilla, and maybe like that purple. You know how I was saying earlier, I was smelling like that purple smelly marker. I'm gonna check if the smelly marker is lavender. Let me see. Maybe that's what I was smelling. Purple smelly marker. It is supposed to be. I don't know what this is supposed to be. It's supposed to be grape. It's called Mr. Sketch now. What scent is Mr. Sketch? Purple smelly marker. Doesn't really say what it is, but it reminds me of a smelly marker. It's not a bad thing, but it reminds me of a smelly marker. But now that's interesting because I do get vanilla, and I'm pretty sure that fruitiness that I was getting earlier, it's either the lavender or the vetiver, because I can't pick out the lavender from this. But I can't pick out the vanilla. It smells like ice cream. It smells like an ice cream. But I remember earlier I said that it smelled like a hint of green, like a green herbal note. So I'm guessing that was a vetiver. But it's very minuscule. It's not like half of the cologne. Because what most people are getting is just that vanilla and the lavender, and not really that vetiver. Let me see the comments. Too sweet, too synthetic. Okay. Oh, see, this guy's saying too. On skin, it's very thick, resinous, fruity, sweet, and aquatic. On shirt, it's a creamy, sexy vanilla. There you go. It is more vanilla on like the, or it is freaking fruity on like the skin. I mean, see, so this guy does say it's fruity. It is a fruity scent. Like I don't really smell that lavender. I don't smell that vetiver. I smell vanilla and fruitiness. So take that with a grain of salt because that's according to my nose and that guy too. So again, if I were to describe this on the street, I'd be like, oh, this smells like a smelly marker. Like it's definitely fruity and it's definitely vanilla. And now I'm trying to smell it right now again. And I am not getting any of that. I'm not getting the lavender at all. I do get a little bit of that vetiver, which is that green note, but I'm not getting any lavender. Unless my nose is broken, because I do have lavender incense sticks. I do use lavender body wash. I also have lavender antiperspirant, even though I don't really use it, the Dove one. But I'm getting just like vanilla and fruitiness, man. Like a gelatin scent. So best way to describe it is you get your vanilla, like your French vanilla, not the regular vanilla, but like the French vanilla. And you have like the purple smelly marker, or just like the purple smelly marker, or like the orange smelly marker, or maybe the pink one. You mix those together, you get this bad boy right here. But it is a great scent. I don't think it's worth the price though, because I think it's overpriced. But it is a great scent. Let me smell it in the air. Yeah, my nose is so can't smell anything anymore. That doesn't work. But you saw the Atomizer too. You know, on my skin, I'm getting incense. Okay, so this review is like a little all over the place, but it's okay. I'll put the timestamps. But I forgot to review like the skin with Fragrantica. Skin scent with Fragrantica. And I'm getting some incense. I'm getting like vanilla and incense on my skin. It could be the lavender. I'm pretty sure it's the lavender. So on clothes, it's more. You can see like the oil stream here. So on clothes, it's more fruity and vanilla. And on skin, if you wear on your skin, it's gonna be more vanilla and incensey. So if you're a guy that sprays it on your skin, you might get it. You might get that vanilla incense. But if you're like me that likes to spray on clothes, you're gonna get more of vanilla and smelly marker type scent. So depending on your skin chemistry and type of cloth you do, it's gonna change, you know. But I do prefer my stuff on clothes, even though there's like a little stain, it'll go away. You wash it, it goes away. Now time to wrap this up because I'm all over the place and my nose is like hurting. So now let's talk about the projection. This is a pretty, I wish it was a little bit stronger. I wish it was a little bit stronger because I like the scent and I like the bottle and it smells classy to me and it's something I like to wear. But and then since I kind of work with in smelly kind of environment, because I work with students with special needs, I do one spray. But I wish it did project a little bit more, but it doesn't. It's not really that strong. So the projection, I'll probably say it projects for like maybe like an hour, if you're lucky, and then it'll die down. It'll be close to the body. So in like the 1.5 hour to like 4 or 5 hours, you know, people are gonna have to be close to you to smell it. I may have gone nose blind to it, not really sure, but it's not a strong cologne. This is not a strong cologne. This is more on like the moderate to weaker side. Like the scent bubble only lasts like an hour, and then it's gonna you have to get really close to smell them, or you have to get close. Someone has to get close to you to smell this, which is like if you don't like strong colognes, it's perfect. But if you want something that's gonna be stronger for like the winter, for like the very cold days, I don't think it's gonna be it. I mean, if you get a decant, just reapply it, and that'll be good for you. But it's not a strong cologne. It doesn't really project that much. Which is why I said it's a good office scent, because it's not a strong projecting cologne. So if you're working in an office, great for you. But if you're working outdoors and you want something like, you know, mask, like whatever you're smelling, this isn't good for you because it's not a strong projecting cologne. What else can I say? Is it blind by safe? Is it blind by... That one's a little hard. That one's a little hard. Because I think this is an expense. Like if you go to retail, you know, you're gonna be able to test it out, and you know, you're probably not gonna want to get it. I think it's overpriced for what you're getting. But if you can't get it at a discounter, like if your country doesn't have a discounter or they don't ship to your country, and you can only get it at like retail, I don't think it's worth it. I think it's overpriced. $170 for this. If I was like if I was to put a price on it, I say this is like an $80 cologne. Like I think $170 is too expensive for what you're getting. But if you can get a discounters, $109 is not bad. But if you're living in like a country where it's hot, I wouldn't recommend this at all. It's just too. I think it's a little too much. It is fruity, but I think it's a little too much for like the heat. But if you're living like in Siberia or like somewhere colder, I think this is a blind buy safe just because it's like, you know, you can wear it to the office or whatever and not super strong. But I think it is a little overpriced. This to me is like a $50 to $90 cologne. Like it's in, I put this in the same realm as Versace Eros. I price this, you know, at a discount, or $50 right here. But I think it is a little overrated. In my opinion, it is a great scent, but it's a little too expensive. Like I'd honestly probably pick Scandal over this one, just because I mean they're kind of priced the same. This one's a little bit cheaper actually. At retailers and at discounters, it's like a little bit more cheaper. And I'll probably go with this one just because this one projects a little bit more. If you're looking for something that projects a lot more and it's like still sweet, I'll probably go with Scandal. But not like, I mean, for $109 on discounters, you're gonna get something inoffensive, something that's mass appealing. You get a cool bottle, but you know, if you're like in a rush to get it, you know, I wouldn't recommend it. Maybe wait a couple more years till it gets like, you know, lower in price. But as of right now, I think it's a little too expensive. If you want to smell like a smelly marker, there you go. But like that was a little weird one because like it is a great scent, but it's too overpriced. So I would say it's not a blind buy shave, just because it's a little expensive. You really do want to test that one out before you buy it. Even though I said it's a mass appealing scent, I think it's overpriced. Well, thank you for tuning in. That was my review of Valentino born in Roma. Intense, and it's a great scent. Thank you for joining me. Goodbye. Have a great Sunday.